Today, I'm back with another mega physical media topic video for you all. Today, I'm going to be answering the important question, how can you physical media better to improve your collecting skills? To answer this important question, we're going to break up this video into 3 different segments. First, we're going to talk about what physical media you should be collecting. Secondly, we'll talk about what physical media you should not be collecting. And then thirdly, we'll talk about what is the best way to collect physical media just for you. Now to get into our first part of our topic question, and that's what ways can you collect physical media? So starting with some cheaper options first, you can collect VHS. You have to go secondhand market for these because they don't make these new anymore. So you can find these at a thrift store, pawn shop, garage sales, or even on eBay. Now these do give you a nostalgia kind of feeling, very classic feeling. They are very displayable because they're very big, and so you'll definitely be able to find these on the shelf pretty easily, and these are often a cheaper option to stock up your physical media collection with. Now let's go into another cheaper option. This is the DVD, where you can actually find these still new, and out of the new options in stores, this is the cheaper option. So you can get a lot of DVDs to really bulk up the collection pretty quickly. You can even go to a Walmart bin to get tons of these under a few bucks. So really good deals on DVDs. You can even go to a Dollar Tree to get a whole bunch of these for super cheap. You can even find these at Big Lots. So these are always everywhere. A lot of options for DVDs, and you're gonna find only some new releases on DVDs. So this is definitely the most popular format out there. So if you want to find a movie, likely chance it's at least going to be on DVD, and a good cheap option to help us collectors out. Next, if we want to upgrade a little bit more and go into our high definition format, we do have an option for that. We can go with the Blu-ray format. This is going to be high definition, 1080p, so this is going to shine through a lot nicer on the screen. This is going to be more pricier than the DVDs, but a lot of the newer titles are coming out in Blu-ray, so there's a good chance if it's a new release, you will find a Blu-ray option of it in stores. Now for older releases, not everything has made the jump to the Blu-ray format, so there are still only movies on DVD, unfortunately, but if it did go to the Blu-ray format and it's one of your favorite movies, you may want to see it now in high definition. Just know this is a little bit more pricier than a DVD, but I think it's worth it for the high definition quality on a lot of the movies. Now, if you want to even go to a higher upgrade over a Blu-ray, there is another option for you all out there. You can go with 4K ultra high definition. Now this is actually 4 times sharper than the Blu-ray, than 1080p. So this is really high definition quality. I mean, this is outstanding. Wow, visually 4Ks can look absolutely stunning, and they can come along with a Dolby Atmos soundtrack, which just sounds amazing. And so really, if you want the premium experience, 4Ks are a great option. Just know they are the most high-end option, meaning the most expensive option. But if it's for one of your favorite movies and you know you're going to watch it a whole bunch, it actually is worth it, especially for older titles they may have done remastery work on. Oh, it just gives you a whole new experience for that movie you so love. So 4K definitely is a niche market and the highest upgrade you can get to right now, but for a lot of movies that you really absolutely love, it might be worth it. Now to get into the second part of this topic, and that's what ways should you not be collecting physical media. Now this is going to depend a lot on personal preference and just personal situations out there, so I'm just going to give some general tips, some things to be cautious and aware of as you continue on your physical media journey. So first thing I did want to mention with the VHS tapes, because you got these secondhand market, you're going to want to get a VHS player secondhand market as well, because they're not going to sell a VHS player new in stores. So don't be stocking up on a whole bunch of these at a yard sale and forgetting the player. You need the player to play these, all right? Also be aware of the size of these. do take up a lot of space on the shelf. So just make sure you're aware of your living environment and how much VHS you can actually hold in there. Also be aware that the VHS image quality does degrade over time. The more times you play the VHS tapes, the more time that image quality will go down. So if it is your favorite movie and you know you're going to rewatch it a whole bunch of times, you may want to upgrade it to a different format, even though VHS is a nice cheap option out there. Also, I did want to mention here with the DVDs, remember this is not high definition, this is only 480p. So if you hear a movie is a really good cinematography, filmmaking style, really nice environments and landscapes, you're going to want to get that in a high definition quality. You don't want to get it on a DVD just because you may not be able to see all the details on a DVD. Not going to be able to see everything in a character or on their costumes or in the background. And if it's a movie you really want to see in the best quality possible, you're going to want to upgrade over a DVD. Now, you don't need every movie to be in high definition. Actually, I found a lot of comedies work just fine on a DVD. But once again, if you want your favorite movie in the best image, best sound possible, you're going to want to upgrade to a different option here. But DVDs are still a nice cheap option to bulk up your collection, and a lot of movies are only available on DVD, so you may need to get the DVD of it anyways. Next, when you're ordering a movie new, just be aware it may not come with a slipcover. I pre-ordered this movie new, just came out, did not come with a slipcover. So if you're a new collector, just be aware if you're buying a new movie, does not guarantee it will come with a slipcover. Do your research to see if it does, if you do care about slipcovers. And that's not just for Blu-rays, that also goes for 4Ks you spend a lot of money on, may not come with a slipcover, so definitely do the research there. Also, look at the top always of your movies to see what comes included. You may get 4Ks, you may get Blu-rays, you may get DVDs, digital codes, even Blu-ray 3D discs, but you have to check up at the top to see what is included. Don't assume just because you're ordering a 4K, you're getting a 4K, a Blu-ray, and a digital code. Sometimes you may just get the 4K. So always do the research and look at the casing before you buy the movie. Also, when you're buying collections of movies, if you buy a collection just like this, don't assume when you open it up that the discs are going to be separated nicely and you can just flip through and they're on different disc holders. They actually might be stacked on top of each other. So if you don't like getting discs stacked on top of each other, you better do the research to see what the inside of a packaging does look like, or just buy these discs in separate cases so you know they're on different disc holders. Those are things you want to be aware of as you're continuing on that physical media journey. Now to get into the third part of this topic, and that's what's the best part of collecting physical media. And that's really going on the search for physical media and the hunt. It's like an expedition looking for movies that you heard are great, that you want to see for the first time, or movies that you remember from the past that you want to relive those experiences and memories, and you get those great nostalgia feels for it, and you want to have those at home in your collection, those movies you own. So just going exploring for that is such a fun part of the collecting and the hobby, and being part of the physical media community, going out there on those Blu-ray Tuesday hunts and being part of those journeys and seeing all those new releases and all their different formats and all those really cool artworks, and really getting into that mode of, oh, which one do I pick out? What's my favorite? And those that can afford it, maybe even going a little bit more in double or triple dipping. I mean, it's just all a fun part to the hobby, just picking out the movies that you really care about. It's just so exciting and fun to do that. So leave in the comments below what gets you most excited about being part of the physical media collecting community. And if you're just discovering the channel for the very first time and you love collecting physical media and being part of this amazing mega fan community, make sure you subscribe right now to stay entertained and up to date on all the latest physical media topics.
Well, we're waiting.
And if you like this physical media topic video, click another video to see more.